Good evening. I'm Enary Darklore and welcome to Churikua. Tonight we will listen to the legend of Don Bartolo. I remember the first time I was invited to the enormous and luxurious parties the Segovian hosted. Musicians, dance, appetizers, all in huge and big quantities and without skimping on any missing detail. I went through great and joyful talks. The Segovian and his sister were welcoming us, greeting us, and talking with almost any one of us along the evening. When the toast emerged, I thanked for accompanied us. I toast for the lady, my sister, my soul, and May 20th, 1701. Many of us looked at each other puzzled, so we decided to continue in the celebration and without bothering the host. At that time, that year was far away to our current time. Not so much ago, a couple of years from that time, Don Bartolo had arrived with just a couple of years from that time, Don Bartolo had arrived with just his sister as a housewife. They came up with little money in their pockets, with debts and almost any real with them, and suddenly they became wealthy and rich almost immediately. Some people whisper and thought that is not God's work. It's the devil himself who brings that wellness and fame all at once. Either the great amount of money they had that they decided to build a great house without skimping on money or opulence. Being invited to their house was a delight. Nevertheless, the rumors about their fortune spread out. Certainly, I did not believe it. This due to each Sunday they went to Mass and gave substantial donations to the church. The years passed. I continued attending their celebrations and feasts. Neither he nor his sister chose someone to marry. More rumors spread out. The time continued to flow, and the time seemed to barely pass over them. Suddenly, one night, the night watchman was witness to the riot. Heartbreaking screams and noise coming from their house. Many of us thought it was a robbery at first. The man took his courage and bravely came into finding his sister deluded, and turned into the highest frightening experience she had ever lived, carrying her throughout death. Whereas walking through the house, surrounded by darkness and barely illuminated by the light he carried in his labor, a burnt skin smell came up and became stronger and stronger each time. He came into the Segovian's room, finding him burnt, lying and stuck at the roof, provoking him to get out and looking for a priest's help. They both inspected the whole house, and in Don Bartolo's wardrobe found some documents signed with blood, paying with those things mentioned on every toast at his feast.